This is the process that I have done for every single extremely profitable digital product idea. What if I told you that it's easier than you think to find a highly profitable digital product idea that you can sell on Etsy, one that no one else can compete with? I've been selling digital products on Etsy since 2018, and I have noticed a pattern with all of my top performing digital products. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. The best part is these highly profitable ideas are sitting in your own backyard, and I promise once you watch this video, it will all make sense. Let's get into it. So the problem with selling digital products on Etsy is that you are in a red ocean. What that means is that you are competing with a ton of other sellers that are basically selling the same thing or at least something very similar. So there's a lot of competition. And you're doing this because people are actually typing into the search bar what they want to buy on Etsy. It's a product search engine, basically. I mean, the payoff to that is that Etsy brings you your search traffic, but still, this does mean that it is cutthroat competition for the most part. So how are you supposed to get around this? How are you supposed to compete with this? Well, you compete in a blue ocean. And basically what that means is you create something so unique and so different that no one else can compete with it. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I know how to make it unique? How do I know if it's gonna sell or not? Well, that's what I'm going to answer for you now, so don't worry, I got you. So remember when I said the answers are in your own backyard? Okay, this is going to be very helpful for you. First, I want to explain how wealth is built. So wealth is built by exchanging value, and money is an expression of value. It's a placeholder. And so basically what you need to do in order to make your products super unique is to give more value. And I don't mean by adding more stuff, burning out by adding more extra products and stuff. You can bundle what you have. I mean, that's a very good strategy, but you don't need to burn yourself out by making more. A lot of the times that doesn't work. I'm sure you've seen on Etsy, people sell like 1,000 Instagram templates for like 99 cents. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about something so much easier because it has to do with you. Here's what I mean. First of all, I have to say, you are obviously inherently valuable, okay? You are alive on this earth, you're a human being, you're valuable. But you also have very marketable value, okay? You have interests, experiences, skills, perspectives, and talents. And what you can do is take all that, or take some of that, and create a product with that. Then that product you put up for sale, and then people will exchange their money, so their expression of value, for your value. That's how wealth is built. So like we said, it is pretty important to figure out what people are searching for. So, the typical ways people do market research is competitor research, SEO research, trend research, all of that. Once you find a digital product idea that is selling well, that you're interested in selling as well, you're going to ask yourself a very important question. How can I specifically make this more valuable? Now, I know you might have second thoughts about this. I want to reassure you that the things that come easy to you, the things that you're good at, your interests, your experiences, all that stuff is valuable. It's way more valuable than you think it is. We have a bias going on, right? Because we can't be objective to our own experiences and our own selves. It's harder. So we can't see how much we know. And if something comes easy to us, it's probably because we have a lifetime of doing that thing or adjacent things, transferable skills, where this is something that just comes easy to us now, but it doesn't for other people. That's why there's so much money in starting a business. People need the things that other people have. I want you to realize that this is true and that you really do have experiences, talents, skills, interests, and perspectives that other people want to pay you for. Okay, so once you find a highly profitable digital product idea that you want to sell, you're going to ask yourself, how can I specifically make this more valuable? And then the last step is to actually validate it. This is going to help you know that it is actually going to sell. This is the formula. You're going to find the demand. Then we're going to ask, how can I make this more valuable? And then we're going to validate the demand. This is the process that I have done for every single extremely profitable digital product idea. I'm going to show you examples now and you're going to see exactly what I mean. So I saw that generic listing video templates for Etsy were selling very well. I thought that would be a fun idea. That excited me, okay? That's important too. You don't just want to find something that's profitable. You want to find something that's profitable and you get excited about the idea of creating it. You want to make sure it lights you up. That's important. So I was interested in creating this, so I asked myself, how can I make this more valuable? And so I took a look at my experience. I am an experienced Canva template seller. And so I thought, you know what? I can make these listing video templates specifically for Canva template sellers. That seemed like a good idea, but I don't know how many people actually want this specifically for Canva templates. So then I had to validate it. And how I did that was I polled my YouTube audience, and a good amount of people said they were Canva template sellers. So then I used, kind of like probability. Let's say 35% of my audience is selling Canva templates, and these listing video templates are selling extremely well. My idea is probably going to reach enough people. Then what else I did was I went on YouTube and I looked up a Etsy listing video tutorial, and I looked at the comments and I noticed that what people were struggling with these listing videos in particular, my product would solve it. So that was enough evidence for me. I went ahead and I created it. And as you can see, it has been selling consistently over the past couple years. And no one else is going to think of creating this, because when they find that the listing video templates are selling, they're just going to create a generic one. They're going to copy the person who has the most sales. But maybe that person has the most sales, but they're not probably making the most money because they have to lower and lower their prices because the competition is fierce. The next example I have for you is a thank you card that was selling very well on my shop. Because it was selling well, I had the idea to make it a creative kit. I like scrapbooking, so there's my interests, and I don't know, it just lit me up. I thought it would be really fun. But obviously this is really risky because I don't know if someone's gonna buy a thank you card creative kit. So I validated the market by sending out product validation surveys to my past customers. So the people that bought my original thank you card template, I sent them surveys. We kind of co-created it together and it turned out to be so successful. I was making $1,500 every single month from this one thank you card. I'm telling you, no one else was making $1,500 from a thank you card. I was charging $14 for it, and you can see that I was making multiple sales a day. No one would think to create this. If someone wasn't excited to do this, they would never do it because it did take me weeks to create, but it was worth it because I had fun and I was also making $1,500 a month on this one product. So this is really how you go from that red ocean to that blue ocean, by differentiating yourself, and you're making it easier on yourself because you're already using the things, the talents, interests, skills that you already have. One more thing I want to tell you about is a product that I sold for $27, but it made me $75,000 in 1 year. It was a product called Passive Product Payday. And so that product made me a lot of money, but it wouldn't have done well if I sold it on Etsy. And that's because I created content on YouTube that took people through the whole awareness funnel. Because I took people through this whole funnel, they trusted me. By the time I launched my product, which was Passive Product Payday, they purchased it from me. And how did I know that Passive Product Payday would sell so well? Well, because I talked to my audience, I read their comments on YouTube, they emailed me, and I sent out surveys to make sure that this was something that they actually wanted. So when I launched it, it made $75,000 in 1 year from a $27 product. And this is all because I was creating content. I created an email list and I launched something, and then I kept selling that product in my YouTube videos. And this is the power of content creation. So I just wanted to throw that out there because creating content, being on YouTube has changed my life. And if you guys are interested in something like this where you can grow an audience and then launch something, you want more freedom basically to create what you want to create, but also make a ton more money, then you can join the waitlist for the Confident Creator Clubhouse. I'll link it down below. I'm going to help you get started on YouTube so you can have a business model like I have. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you liked it down below and what your takeaways were. I love you, and I'll catch you in the next one.